back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Anna Karen. I do commentary and lifestyle videos just like this one. If any of that interests you, then make sure to like and subscribe. I am here for you every week except for the last couple weeks. I apologize. So as you guys can tell by today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks on what to do to stay productive during this period. And before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that I am here for you. If you guys need any advice, you can contact me via email or via DM on Instagram. All that information is going to be down below. So if you guys want to know some tips and tricks on how to stay productive, then just keep on watching. Let's chill out for a second because that's all that we can do right now for the people that are stuck at home. When I found out that I was not going to school like in person anymore, I was gonna have online classes, and when I found out that I was not gonna be going back to work, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What? I'm gonna be lonely. I've finally come to peace with being alone, and that is okay. What I was kind of freaking out more about was being productive. I'm always busy, I'm always at school or work, or I'm just never home. So I was kind of freaking out, like, how am I gonna keep myself productive? I think it's definitely safe to say I picked this trick up from working where I work. I'm not gonna disclose where I work, but definitely where I work has taught me how to stay organized. And yep, you guessed it. That is how I've been staying productive during these 3 past weeks on quarantine. Now let's look at what I have here. So I have this notebook, and if you guys were to ever consider these tips and tricks, you guys don't need to go out and buy a fancy notebook. This is not a fancy notebook. I think this was from Walmart for like $2. So when I found all that out, that I was gonna be staying home for a while, I was kind of worried about if I was gonna be productive or not. I feel like for me as a person, I need to be doing something, or I need to know that things are done before I can relax. That's kind of like self-sabotaging, and what I mean by that is kind of like, I know I need to get things done, but I don't want to do it because I'm feeling lazy. That is definitely self-sabotage. So I was like, I need to come up with a way to figure out what I need to do to stay productive. Even though it sounds kind of dumb, I'm still gonna do it because I'm keeping myself busy. Let's take a look into my notebook. So I started this on March 27th. Basically what I did was write down all the things that I needed to do. This is what helped me. I wrote down all the chores that I needed to do. That way I can stay busy in the morning and the afternoon, and the rest of the day I can do whatever the hell I wanted to, and I wouldn't feel bad about it. And even though we're just staying productive for a couple hours with these lists, at least you're staying productive, right? And you guys, this is very simple things, but writing it down and having something to physically look at lets you know, hey, I gotta do this, this, and that. And you know what? Honestly, when you're done with the chore, or when you're done with anything, you cross it out. It feels so good to have accomplished it. I definitely like doing that. Sometimes I'll even like check mark it, even if I didn't do it. But you know what? This definitely helps me because I'm basically self-disciplining myself. Even though we have all this time, yes, I'm still going to school and I still have homework assignments and whatnot, I still have most of the day to myself. I'm gonna put it to good use, and I'm gonna let my work show for it. So this is just one example of the many times that I've done it. As you can see, as I am going through my pages, it's not a lot. So what I figured out that I do is to just do this during the week, just because during the week I'm so busy. I have all this free time now, so I wanted to organize my time and stay productive. Now on the weekends, that's mostly my chill days, and I wanted it to stay like that. That way when we're done in quarantine, it's not hard for me to bounce back. You guys, I'm a visual learner, and you might not be a visual learner, and that is okay. But what you can do when you wake up in the morning is just think about, okay, I know I need to wash the dishes, I know I need to do laundry, I know I gotta clean my room. You don't have to write it down. You can just tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to do throughout the day, so I'm acknowledging that. I feel like we should be using this time to kind of regenerate ourselves. That way, like I said earlier, when teen time is over, we don't need it. It's not hard for us to bounce back to our busy schedules before. Also, if you're not productive by any means, you do not have to let that define you. Everybody's definition of productivity is different. Maybe mine is very high for yours, maybe yours is very high for me. As long as you're content and happy with what you're doing with this time, then you, girl, don't let nobody tell you none. Don't let nobody tell you none. So that is what I do. I really find it helpful because I don't know why, I just like writing everything down and it's fun. And as you could tell, as I was flipping through my pages, I had a cute little pictures in there. I wrote some notes just to keep myself a little bit more motivated and not feel like I'm just running through the motions after a while. That was one tip that you can do to stay productive during this teen period. And this is my next tip. So this is just a little booklet that I got from the dollar store. You guys, how cute is this book? This was from the dollar store, girl. Okay, so let me just go ahead and dive in. This first big notepad is what I labeled to do basically for important things. So what I have is apply for financial aid and basically guys, I cannot pronounce that. This is how you spell it, FAFSA, but I say it FAFSA. See, it's got me all stuttering. Ah! So the next thing I have is this smaller sticky pad that says things to buy. Now this is basically for my more materialistic things. Like if we go down the list, I have the keto BHB pills. BHB? I said P. Oh well. That, I don't need them. But do I want them? Yeah. But you know what? I'm just gonna write it down. The reason why I made this list is because I'm very impulsive on buying things, and I felt like this would help me write down all the things that I wanted to kind of distinguish what I really want but I don't really need, and what I want but I do need, which is hardly any time. So that definitely helps a lot with me. So yeah, there's a bunch of other sticky pads right here. I haven't used them, but I'm planning on using them just for my classes. Now, I don't know about you guys, but since I have all this time on my hands, I've definitely been starting to like get more into my hobbies that they weren't hobbies before, but now they're hobbies, like writing. Another thing that I've picked up from being on was actually cooking. I loved cooking before, but I feel like because during we have more time, I've definitely been trying new recipes, adding new foods into my dishes. Now I want to show you guys a recipe book that I actually ordered on Amazon because I've been making really good food lately and I'm like, wow, I didn't even have to look this up and this is so good. So I want to keep those and remember those recipes for who knows when, the next time that I want to make them. So I went on Amazon and I bought a recipe book and it's super cute. It has a really pretty layout and I'm so excited to get it, and I'm definitely going to be using that a lot. So that's another thing that you guys can do to take up your time, is maybe start a recipe book, maybe try baking, and baking as well. I love to bake. So the purpose of this video was to help you guys with some tips and tricks on how to keep yourself productive during this quarantine period. And basically what I covered was staying organized and writing down the things that you wanted to do. That way you kind of have more chance of doing it. It's more likely for you to get up and do it if you see it on paper and you know that you want to cross it out off your list, okay? So that is some tips and tricks, but I want to know what you guys are doing to stay busy. Are you with your family? Are you with your friends? Are you with your partners? Who are you stuck with during this period, and who do you wish you were stuck with? Again, do not let your productivity define you, okay? Just because I want to be organized and I want to get things done, that does not define me. Just because you want to watch Netflix all day, that does not define you. Girl, watch that Netflix, and you better watch You, the series You, because it is so good. Oh my god. Finally, a girl who loves him back. And then he has to go ruin it. Oh. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe and even leave a comment if you'd like. Let me know who you're with during this quarantine. I want to know. Also follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat. And don't forget to email me if you need any advice. I am here for you, whether that is love advice, sister advice, friend advice. I'm here for you. I am an open book. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.